don't have time. Anna said it every day. Not loud, not angry, just tired. She said it when her book stayed closed. She said it when her grandma's name stayed unsent in her phone. She said it when she skipped another walk. Again, she was always doing something, but never the things that made her feel alive. She felt busy, but not better. She was full of to-dos, but empty of joy. Every night, she sat in bed with that same quiet whisper. Where did my day go? Every morning felt the same alarm, the same scrolling, the same I'll start later. Anna opened her eyes, but didn't move. Not right away. Her hand reached out, not for the light, but for her phone. 1 reel, then 5, then 20. Her feet hadn't even touched the floor, but her mind was already full of noise, full of other people's lives. By the time she got up, she was already exhausted, not from doing anything, but from seeing too much. And yet, she said again, I don't have time. Anna brushed her teeth with one hand and held her phone in the other. She got dressed, but didn't notice the weather. She left the house, but forgot where she was going first. Everything felt fast, but nothing felt clear. Her day was full of tiny actions, emails, notifications, cleaning, walking, scrolling again. She moved all day, but didn't feel like she moved forward. She felt like a machine, but without a map. At the end of the day, she came home, sat in her chair, and whispered again, I don't have time. But something inside her didn't believe it anymore. That night, Anna didn't turn on the TV. She didn't open TikTok. She didn't press play on another 10-minute video. She sat in silence. The wind outside touched her window. Her hands held a warm cup of tea. It felt strange to do nothing, to just sit. But it also felt like something inside her was breathing again. She looked outside, then looked at her own reflection in the glass. Her face looked tired, but not from work, from living a life that didn't feel hers. And suddenly, a question appeared, one so simple but so powerful. If everyone has 24 hours, then why do I feel like I have none? She thought of her boss, of her favorite YouTuber, of writers, of artists, of mothers with 3 kids, of students with 2 jobs, of people who built things. All of them also had 24 hours, not more, not less. So maybe the problem wasn't the hours. Maybe it was how she was using them. She didn't feel guilty. She felt curious. She felt ready. She felt a little brave. For the first time in a long time, she wanted to try again. Not tomorrow, tonight. That night, Anna didn't scroll before bed. She didn't lose herself in someone else's story. She picked up a pen and opened a small notebook she had forgotten. The page was empty, but her heart wasn't. She wrote slowly, tomorrow, study English for 30 minutes. Call grandma, walk in the park. Just 3 things, not 10, not everything. Just the things that mattered. She read the list twice, breathed in, and whispered, this time I will show up. She turned off the light and slept with peace. Not because she finished anything, but because she finally knew where to begin. The alarm rang at 6:30. This time, Anna didn't hit snooze. She reached for her phone, then paused. She remembered her list. Still there, beside her bed, waiting. She sat up slowly, no rush, no reels, no noise. She walked to the window. The sky was soft, and so was her heart. She made tea, opened her notebook, and read her 3 promises. Today, I don't chase the world. Today, I follow my own voice. She opened her English book. Page 1, again. But this time she didn't feel behind. She felt present. She read slowly, whispered the words out loud, wrote new ones on paper. Just 30 minutes, but it felt like a step forward, a real one. After that, she called her grandma. They laughed. They talked about soup, about the neighbor's dog, about nothing important. But it still felt important. Then Anna put on her shoes and walked outside. No phone, no goal, just movement and breath. It wasn't a perfect day. She still got stuck in traffic. She still forgot one email. She still spilled water on her shirt. But something inside her had shifted. Because this time, she didn't say, "I didn't have time." She said, "I did what matters." And that felt new. She didn't finish everything, but she didn't feel empty. She went to bed that night, a little proud, a little stronger, a little more herself. The next day, Anna made another list. Again, just 3 things. But this time, she asked a different question. If I only do one thing today, what will move me forward? She stared at her list and circled the answer. Finish my English speaking practice. That was her one big task, her one win. Not cleaning the kitchen, not replying to every message, not checking 12 things off. Just one thing. That truly mattered. And when she finished it, she felt like she had won the whole day. Because she did. That evening, Anna sat down with her tea again. Same chair, same soft wind. But her mind felt different. She looked at her small notebook. Her list for the day only had one thing crossed out, but it was the one that mattered most. And somehow, that felt bigger than doing 10 useless things. She smiled, a small quiet smile. One thing done with care is better than 10 things done with stress. That was her new rule, and she planned to repeat it. A few days passed. Anna kept her new habit. Plan 3 things. Choose one important task. Finish it with love. But something else was still hard. Distractions. Messages, noise, sudden calls, random "do you have a minute?" And she often said yes, too quickly, too often, until one evening, she felt it, that old voice whispering, "I didn't have time." But she knew that wasn't true. She had time, she just didn't protect it. The next day, Anna made a new decision. She wrote it down in big letters. My time matters. And she promised herself, from now on, I will say no to what doesn't grow me. That afternoon, a friend messaged, "Wanna scroll and chill? Just 5 minutes." Anna paused, then replied, "Not today. I'm working on my dream." No guilt, no long explanation, just truth. She didn't feel rude. She felt strong. And that was new. Later that week, Anna noticed something strange. Even when she wasn't busy, her mind still felt tired, heavy, full of clutter. She didn't know why. Until she saw her screen time, 5 hours, on social apps, in one day. She shook her head. Not because she was ashamed, but because she finally saw it. Her brain wasn't tired from doing. It was tired from consuming. Too many voices, too many opinions, too many things that didn't matter. That night, Anna did something different. She didn't delete her apps. She didn't throw her phone away. She simply made a new rule. If I'm going to scroll, I'll scroll to learn. So she opened a simple English video. Not flashy, not fast, just slow, clear speaking. She listened. She repeated the words. She wrote down new ones. And in just 20 minutes, she felt something amazing. Not entertained, not distracted, but wiser. She wasn't just passing time anymore. She was building her future. One morning, Anna stood at her window. The sky was still dark. The city was quiet. She stretched her arms. Her body felt heavy, but also ready. She remembered something she read. When the body moves, the mind wakes. So she didn't wait. No gym, no perfect shoes, no big plan. She just walked. 10 minutes, in circles, on her tiny street. But something inside her shifted. She felt alive, present, awake. That small walk became a habit. Every morning, just 10 or 15 minutes. No phone, no music, just steps and breath. She noticed something surprising. Her thoughts became clearer. Her ideas came faster. Her feelings felt softer, all because her body moved. She smiled at this truth. I don't need motivation. I just need momentum. One afternoon, Anna felt overwhelmed. Too many tasks, too much noise, too many tabs open in her brain. She sat down. Her heart beat fast. Her hands felt cold. But then she remembered she could pause. She walked outside, closed her eyes, breathed in, breathed out, again and again. In 10 minutes, the world didn't change, but she did. After 3 weeks, Anna had a new kind of day. Not perfect, not always smooth, but hers. She would wake up, walk, drink tea, read a page, learn 5 new English words. Write 3 sentences about her feelings. And at night she would plan the next day. Just 3 things. Always 3. She didn't follow a life hack. She didn't copy anyone's morning. She built her own. And that made all the difference. One night, Anna sat on her bed with her notebook. She looked at the 3 things she did that day. 1 was finished. 1 was almost done. 1 she didn't touch. But she didn't feel bad. She felt aware. Because this time, she didn't go to bed escaping the day. She went to bed preparing for the next. She turned off her lights, put her phone away, and whispered, "Tomorrow, we begin again." It had been 1 month. 30 quiet mornings, 30 notebooks full of small plans. Some days were better than others. Some mornings were harder. But one thing was always true. Anna kept going. She didn't need to change her whole life in a day. She just needed to repeat a good day, again and again. She smiled at her own words. Success is not hidden in a big moment. It's hidden in the small ones I repeat. One Sunday, Anna took a pause. No list, no tasks, just space. She asked herself, what parts of my day give me energy? What parts drain me? She realized something big. Talking to grandma gave her energy. Scrolling Instagram drained it. Walking in silence gave it. Too many group chats drained it. And so she began to choose. Not just how to spend her time, but how to protect her peace. Anna no longer wanted someone else's life. Not the girl on YouTube, not the influencer on Instagram, not the morning routine queen. She just wanted her version of peace, her version of growth, her version of success. For her, that looked like a calm mind, a body that moved, a language slowly learned, a notebook full of tiny wins. Not big numbers, not a perfect feed, just quiet consistency. And that was enough. Not every day felt light. Some days felt slow. Some days felt foggy. Some days she wanted to quit. But even on those days, she showed up. Even if she only wrote down one sentence, even if she only walked for 5 minutes, even if she only read 3 English words, she still called it a win because she didn't disappear. She whispered, "Slow still counts, small still builds, and I'm still here." One morning, Anna looked at the sky. Same window, same city, same 24 hours. But she was not the same. She didn't rush. She didn't scroll. She didn't say, "I have no time." Instead, she said, "I have time. I just choose to use it better now." And that one small sentence changed everything. Anna discovered something beautiful. Sometimes doing nothing was the most important thing she could do. Just sitting in silence, drinking tea slowly, looking out the window, breathing with no goal. She called them pause moments. 5 minutes before breakfast, 10 minutes after lunch, a quiet pause before sleep. She wasn't being lazy, she was being kind to her mind. And those small breaks, they gave her power to begin again. With fewer distractions, Anna started to notice things again. The sound of birds outside her window, the smell of her morning tea, the way her shoes felt during a slow walk, the way her grandma said hello with so much love. Before, these things were invisible. Now, they were treasures. She didn't need a perfect life. She just needed to see the one she already had. She smiled and thought, maybe I wasn't missing time. Maybe I was missing awareness. English used to feel like a big mountain, too hard, too far, too much. But now, it felt like a quiet river, flowing slowly, word by word, sentence by sentence. She wasn't racing anyone. She wasn't chasing a test. She was learning like she was watering a plant. Just a little every day. And slowly, that plant was growing. Before, every Monday felt like the beginning. A new plan, a new promise, a new "this time I'll do it." But now, every day felt connected. There were no more big starts, no more big crashes. Just one good day, repeated again and again and again. That was her rhythm now. Not fast, not perfect, but real and sustainable. One evening, Anna stood by her window again. The sun was setting, the sky was gold, and her heart felt full. She thought about the girl she used to be, the girl who always said, "I don't have time," the girl who felt lost in her own day. And now she was here, present, peaceful, aware. She whispered to herself, "The hours didn't change, I did." And that was everything. The more Anna slowed down, the more she saw. Not just her routine, but her life. And it wasn't small. It wasn't boring. It wasn't too late. It was just waiting for her to show up, for her to say, "Yes, I'm ready now." Because time had always been there. She just needed to meet it. With intention. Anna no longer let the world decide her hours. She chose her first hour. To move her body, to write her thoughts, to protect her peace. She chose her biggest task. Just one, but always one that built her future. She chose her screen time, not to escape, but to learn, to grow. She didn't need perfect days. She just needed a strong day, repeated over and over again. Her English, improving slowly, beautifully. Her health, steadier, more awake. Her heart, more present, less rushed. And her soul, no longer tired. She was becoming the woman she used to dream of. Not loud, not famous, but centered. I'm not chasing time anymore, she smiled. I'm working with it. She didn't buy a new planner. She didn't start a new challenge. She didn't wait for a new year. She just gave herself the oldest gift in the world. Her own attention. She listened to her breath. She moved with love. She studied with care. She rested with honesty. And in return, life gave something back. Clarity, energy, time. Because when you live with intention, you multiply your moments. This isn't just Anna's story. It's yours too, if you want it. You also have 24 hours. You also have the power to choose. Not perfectly, but purposely. Start small, start slow, start honest. Write your list, move your body, speak your dream out loud, and whisper to yourself, this is my time now. This is my life. And I'm showing up for it, one day at a time.